Alright guys, it is the end of 2020, which means it's time to wrap up everything that I read this year. And I'm kind of like just in a nostalgic mood about this because I've talked about this a lot on the channel, but I have read 60 books in 2020, and in 2019 I read like 5. So as a reader, someone who just loves reading, the fact that I've been able to dive back into this so well and just kind of really be able to make it a priority in my life has been absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go through actually every book I read in 2020. I'm going to talk about my favorites, I'm going to talk about my least favorites, and go from there. I'm going to make kind of a tier ranking thing. I'm not going to tier rank them on, I feel like those videos are boring for me personally. So I'm just going to talk about them as I go through them. I'll make a tier ranked graphic that I'll put up at the end of the video for you guys to look at if you are interested in kind of where I landed things throughout the year. So I think I'm just going to read them off. And that may be boring, but we'll see how it goes, okay? So we have The Other Boleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory, Where the Forest Meets the Stars by Glendy Vanderaa, Revenge Wears Prada, The Devil Returns by Lauren Weisberger. We have the Navigator trilogy by Ian McNamee, consisting of The Navigator, City of Time, and The Frost Child. We have Into the Drowning Deep and Rolling in the Deep by Myra Grant. We have The Birth of Venus by Sarah Dunnett, The Girl with the Botticelli Eyes by Herbert Lieberman, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, Baby Proof by Emily Giffen, Artemis Fowl by Ian Colfer, Deep Blue by Randy Wayne White, The Arctic Incident, Artemis Fowl 2 by Ian Colfer, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis, How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi, Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty, Room 119, The Whitby Trader by T.F. Lentz, Nightbringer by James Byron Huggins, A Dance with Dragons by George R.R. Martin, The Selection Series by Kira Cass, all 5 books, and then the short story collection, Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, Girls in White Dresses by Jennifer Close, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling, The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote, The Dollhouse by Fiona Davis, Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, Dog Songs by Mary Oliver, Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling, Becoming by Michelle Obama, Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, The Eternity Code, Artemis Fowl 3 by Ian Colfer, High Fire by Ian Colfer, Dragon Spell by Danita K. Paul, Authority, The Southern Reach Book 2 by Jeff Vandermeer, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, The Mist by Stephen King, Frostbite, Vampire Academy No. 2 by Rochelle Mead, Dune by Frank Herbert, Acceptance, Book 3 of the Southern Reach Trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer, The Letter by Richard Paul Evans, In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and The Hero of the Ages by Brandon Sanderson. That is all 60 books that I read in 2020. Going through that list, I saw definitely some standouts that I really enjoyed of the book of the year. We have The Birth of Venus, which was a 4-star. Into the Drowning Deep was a 5-star. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I think, was a 3.5 or 4-star. I really liked that book, even though other people didn't. In a Holidays, I gave 4 stars as well. The Sun is Also a Star. I gave 5 stars. I loved that book, and it's not my genre at all. It's YA contemporary romance, so that was fun. Big Little Lies was a surprise for me. I gave that book 4 stars as well. And the Southern Reach trilogy, as we all know, favorite new series, favorite trilogy, favorite read of the year. Gave the whole trilogy 4 stars, and book 2 got 5 stars. Dune actually was a 4-star read for me as well, and was probably one of my favorites of the year. Into the Drowning Deep, The Sun is Also a Star. In a Holidays, Dune, and the Southern Reads trilogy. Those are my top 5 reads of the year. Now, on to my bottom 5 reads of the year. These books were just absolute trash, and I haven't really talked about them because I don't talk about...
Time out. Remember you said you don't call books trash?
In my reviews. This is not a review. This is not a review. Alright, 5 least favorite books of the year. The Letter by Paul Richard Evans. Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote, whatever. Girls in White Dresses by Jennifer Close. Deep Blue by Randy Wayne White. I have a reading vlog for that one on the channel. It was my first reading vlog ever. Don't judge me. Baby Proof by Emily Giffin and The Girl with the Botticelli Eyes. I think that was actually 6, but those were my 1-star, 2-star reads of the year. I did not enjoy any of those books. I guess I shouldn't call them trash because there are people out there that probably really enjoy them, but for my reading taste, they were not up to par. The standout one for the year, though, for me was definitely Baby Proof. I think that book is incredibly harmful in its messaging, and I think no one should read it ever. So if you've ever read Emily Giffin, she wrote Something Borrowed, Something Blue, etc. I think she's still writing. I enjoy most of her books, but Baby Proof is one that you should not read because it's bad. It's a bad time. I would say that just about wraps up 2020. I'm technically not finished. Hero of Ages right there. I am going to finish tonight, which is still within 2020, and I am already anticipating that that's going to be like a 3-star, and the whole trilogy is going to get 3 stars. I hope you've enjoyed coming on this journey with me of 2020 as I kind of get my feet under me as a booktuber, and I'm really looking forward to what the next year has in store. If you didn't watch my 2021 reading goals video, I'll link it up above for you to go check out. I'm really excited for the things I outlined there. If you read any of the books that I read in 2020 and you disagree with kind of my opinions on some of them, I would love to hear about it because I read some pretty bad books this year. But it all goes to helping me figure out what I like in books and what I want to read. So it's all for the good in the end anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.